Everything about your life matters. Now, what does that mean? It means everyone holds energy to them that kind of is kind of like an open book, right? I heard someone say something the other day that they could tell if someone has a dirty room just by their energy, just by their vibe, just by the way they look when they're in school at work. They can tell if they possibly might have a dirty room back at home. Now, is it easy to tell these things? It's not that easy. But what's important to know is people can sense your energy. People can sense what you do in front of them and also behind closed doors. So it's mainly something to keep in mind before you choose to possibly do anything behind closed doors or when no one is looking. People will always sense it off of you based on your vibe, which means if you're hugely irresponsible and you don't clean your room and you have damaging relationships with people, but you might put on a suit and tie and pretend everything is all right. You might tell people you're rich even though you're not. People can kind of get a keen sense of your vibe when these things may be aligned or when something may possibly feel off. You got to keep in mind that when you're focused on the topic of self improvement, especially in the world of relationships, people can kind of tell when you're lying. They may not be able to specifically, give every detail on what you may be lying about, but they may not call you out on it, but they may think that something intuitively might sound a little bit weird if someone's lying to them, right? Especially if it's someone's completely lying about their lifestyle. I think people should get used to actually genuinely doing the things you want to achieve in this world. That means if you want to tell people you have a clean room, actually clean your room. Or if you want to tell people you're a millionaire, actually try to become a millionaire. That way, you kind of have the vibe of one. You kind of have the energy of one. If you don't, there's always going to be something off. There's always going to be something about your energy that might tell someone you may not be as successful as as you may be saying that you are, right? You want to get comfortable with the belief. Maybe someone can't tell everything about you right off the bat, but they can sense it. They can subtly sense it, even if they can't describe it perfectly to you. You want to get comfortable with the belief that, someone may possibly always be watching you. And you don't want to get too self-conscious on everything in your life, but you want to keep that in mind before you might choose to do anything that might possibly be damaging to yourself.